Hi and welcome to Everyday Vlogging with Rich Pasini. Today is February 24th, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and you come back for more. Today I want to talk about using Filmora. I have all three Filmora versions. I got the Filmora 8.76, which I'm using right now to record, the Filmora 9, Filmora 9, and Filmora Pro. I don't really use Filmora Pro, but I download it because it's free. But I did download Filmora 9. I like it. It has the little things that it's missing, and my take on when they're doing upgrades, and this goes out to Filmora. I love your product. I think it's a good video editing software, very cut and dry, easy. But I think when you start making changes and you implement different things within a new program, you take away from the old. You know, sometimes the old is good. And my saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you do want to upgrade, bring some of the old features back into the new stuff. And I'm going to go over that with you right now. I want to show you about the green screen, what they had in there, what they did, as opposed to the 8.6 version, 8.76 version, and the Filmora 9. And I'm going to go over that to you right now. I'm going to go over that right now with you. So I'm going to bump out of here and we're going to go to another screen. All right, so hang in there. Okay, a lot of you are probably wondering, why am I doing this video about Filmora? As you know, for those who are new, I do love Filmora. I love the video editing software. As a matter of fact, I downloaded all three. My preferred one I use right now, the one I'm creating this video with, is the 8.76 version, and I do on occasion use the Filmora 9, but I prefer the version 8 over this. And the reason why I'm making this video, folks, in regards to Filmora, I wish, like that old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I was seeing on I logged onto my Twitter this morning, and I seen this one come up here. And this one here with JJ, and it says split screen and Filmora 9, flicker effect, remove video noise, more, and ask, and they'll help you out. So like I say, you ask, we answer. So I sent them a comment on their green screen effect with Filmora 9. It doesn't work with a white screen, and I'm going to show that to you in a little bit. But the things that they've taken out of Filmora, that they left down on Filmora 9 is the split screen. You got to do it manually, as opposed to what you have in the Filmora 8. So, but before we get more into that there, let me just take you through and show you what I have, and I'm going to show you the comparison between the two. Here we have Filmora 8.76 version. And if you ever want to find out the version, you just go to the help and you just click on about, and it'll come up here. This is the 8. So it'll say over here 8.76. This is the version. This is the one, I think, the latest one they had before they upgraded, as far as I know. Okay, and what's nice with this here, I bought it. I bought the first one. I got this on sale, actually. And so when you get over, it says lifetime plan expires unlimited. I love the software. Don't get me wrong. I do. But the only thing is, the difference between Filmora 8 and Filmora 9 is they left out the little features. Okay. For example, I was talking about split screen. With Filmora 8, you have split screen here, and it's pretty cut and dry how to use it. Now, I just got the two examples here, but let's just say I want to put this one over here. You drop, and I love it because it's drag and drop, and you could put it in here, right? It also gives you the feature to mute. So let's say, now this one here plays music. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. All right, let's see if we play it here. Okay, you can see you got the split screen here. It's all set. It's all done. It's all set for you. You don't have to worry about it. It's all cut and dry, right? And what's nice about it is when you're doing it. Let me just go back one more time and show you here. Let me just go back and do this here. Now, for example, I don't want this music playing here, right? I'm just doing this one more time over here. I can mute this here. All I got to do is just unmute. You mute it, right? And if I want to leave this one here, I can leave this one on here. Let's see what happens now. Let's play it. Okay. Now this one here, you don't hear anything. Let's unmute it. Let's see what happens here.
Vlogging with Rich Pasini.
Okay, there you go.
Today is Janet.
Okay, so that's it. It's basically a cut and dry one. I think I did You know, I was just goofing around with it. But anyway, yeah, they took that feature out of Filmora 9. So what you got to do is when you go to Filmora 9, which I have opened up over here, you got to create your own. Now you're going to see over here. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to show you about the split screen. I mean, not the split screen. About the green screen effect. I did contact Filmora about it. I'm going to show you right now what I like about this one when it comes to green screen effects as opposed to the other one. Let me get rid of this here. Let's get rid of this here. Let's cut this out, and we'll do this here. All right. You guys know, for the new people, you know, if you don't know, I love doing videos. Let me just click over here first. Let me go back over here. I'm sorry, guys. I like when I do my videos, I like to add backgrounds to them. Okay, and I got a thing over here, video banners. I like to add these different banners. Okay, this is where all the magic starts in here. I do, you know, this is where it all comes to play. All right, what I like about Filmora 8 as opposed to Filmora 9 when it comes to background, as you know, going back over here, I have a white screen. That's the white background. I love it because with the white background, I don't need any additional light like a green screen. Okay, and what I like about it is when I drop in it, if I'm going to drop this in here, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go over here to my video banners, and I'm going to pick out. I don't know. Let's do this one here. I like animation ones, so let's use the one over here with the fish here. Okay. Now, if you notice, when you drop this in here, it goes on the top. In order to use this one here, you got to put this on the top of the line here, right? The top line here. When I go back here and get my picture, my video, I have to put it like this here. This goes on at the bottom. Okay. So now, when I want to do the green screen effect, I just right-click, green screen, right? It's so cut and dry. Make parts of the clip transparent. You click on this little white box here. You go over here with the eyedropper. You click it on, and your intensity level. That's it. It's cut and dry. Look at that. And voila, you got it. And then if you want to also, if you guys notice, I always shorten it up a little. I go shorten the screen down a little, and I move it that way. Okay. And then when you're playing it, now if there's music in here, you just go right over here. You're like this. You could do two things. You could auto detach and delete it, or just mute. I basically mute it. Okay. And you click OK. Now, if you did want to leave the music on, you can go over here. I think with that, well, I already muted it, but I think you could also lower the thing now too. It gives you other, things to use here. Other tools to use. You could do the contrast if you want to do the basic settings and stuff like that. With that, what I do, I don't need to. I don't need to touch any of these adjustments here. I leave it because it's perfect just the way I want it. Okay, so that's what I like about that thing. And then when you play it, of course,
every day blogging with Rich Pasini.
Right, and this is what I like about it. It's cut and dry. The split screen feature, another cut and dry feature. You just click it on, and it gives you an array of different ones. They took that out of Filmora 9. Okay, and I'm going to show you that. But first, I'm going to show you what I don't like about Filmora 9 when it comes to the green screen effect. Okay, so now you notice I have the white screen here, the green one, which is very low lit. Okay, and I just copied this bright one. Okay, now I put a backdrop in here. Okay, this one here, this video here shows you how to do it in the Filmora 9. So let's click this on. Okay, now it's going to come out blurry. All right, it might come out a little blurry. All right, I'm going to just go like that. Don't change. So check this out. Okay, and you can see what I'm talking about. Let's see. Oh, I got to move let me move the clip over. I'm sorry, guys. All right, let's move this back over here. I don't know if I should mute it. Let me mute it. I don't really care for the music. All right, we'll leave it in there. What the heck? Here we go. It's a little blurry, folks. Okay, so bear with me here. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. It shows you how to do the green screen. Okay. You know what? You really can't see it that good here. It says to apply the green screen effect, you got to select the chroma key. All right. This one here, I'm going to show you without because it's too blurry. Even I'm looking at this thing head on, and it's too blurry for me to look at. But let me just show you what I'm talking about. All right. Let me clear this out here. Let me cut this out for a second. All right. With Filmora 9, which I'm in, and I want to show you again so you know. Okay. So we know right here, Filmora 9. Okay. And you could also check for updates manually too, folks. While you're here, you could just check for the update if they did make any update. It says you got the current version. All right, Your current version is the latest version, whatever. Anyway, now I want to show you what I'm talking about. Here's my backdrop. Here's me with the white background. Now, in order to use this, you got to, wait, let's do this one first. You got to drop this first, below it. Then you drop this on top of it, okay? As far as I know. I'm not going to change anything. Let's just leave it just the way it is. And let me just move this over. Now, from what I understand, I think you got to go to the top one here. You right click it, just like you know what the green screen, right? When you use the eyedropper to put in here, you don't get anything. See? Now, I don't know. Some people say, well, you maybe have to go to the compositing, whatever, and you slide it in. Yeah, this is what happens, though. See? This is the part I don't like. This is the part that drives me crazy. All right? So they say, well, you got to do the final adjustments here. But look at this. It doesn't work. Now, not with the white screen. I mean, I'm not knocking Filmora. It doesn't work with the white screen. All right. So I'm like translucent in here. I feel like a ghost in here. Okay. So all this stuff here, and you could also reset it too. Okay. It doesn't work with that. Now, see, some people may say, well, maybe you got to click the bottom one and do the green screen effect. I tried that as well. It didn't work. Okay. If you put it over here, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Okay. So that feature, I will not use this one because I like to add backgrounds to it. Now, I'm going to cut this piece out and put the one with the green screen, which is very low lit in here. Like I said, it's not too bright as far as this one is. All right, I'm not going to change the media. All right, now here you got the green screen. I'm going to right click this here. Green screen effect. Okay, and let's see what happens when I put the, now hold on for a second. The last time it worked. Bear with me for 1 second here. Maybe I got to go in the bottom on this one. Let's see. Green screen effect. It's not working now. This is the other part. This is why I get annoyed with this here, folks. I really wish they could have left they could have left it alone, because to be honest with you, I'm not sure if it's the bottom one you got to hit here. Yeah, see, it's not working. See, that's the thing I'm talking about. Let's try it again. All right, let's try it again. This is why I don't use it. This is why I don't use it. Okay, we drop this over here like that. The last time I had it to work, let's see if it'll work. Let's try it again. Let's try match media. Let's see what happens now. Green screen, right click, green screen. All right, there. All right, so you gotta. All right, so I right clicked it, and now you got to play around with it here. See? You got to do all your fine adjustments with this here. Now, a lot of people may say, all right, so what's the big deal? You got to do this all the time. I'm just saying it adds extra work. And I don't really like the way it looks, to be honest with you. I'm not too crazy about the way it looks, you know. So for me, in regards to that, it won't work. Now, the reason why this is coming out dark is because you can see my green screen is very low lit. It's not because I didn't use lighting with this. It was just natural lighting. All right, so let's cut this out. Let's do this again over here. Let's put this one here. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. All right, right click, green screen. Let's see, did I do this right here again? Hold on for 1 second, folks. Let's try this. I think I gotta go in the bottom one. Let's go here. Copy green screen, and let's click here. Nope, ain't working that way either. So this is what I'm talking about. This is why like that old saying goes, if it ain't, all right, there it goes. You had to play around with it for a while. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone, right? And you could do all your final adjustment, but see, the difference between, you know, you say, well, you can fine tune it this way. The other one was so much easier. It was so much easier. You know, you got the edge thickness. You can make it thicker and stuff like that. Yeah, you want to add a little glow around the person. That's nice, you know. And you could do a little more. You can make the person translucent. Now, you might say, well, how come it'll work with that, but it won't work with yours, with the white screen? I don't know. You tell me, all right? I'm going to try it again. I'll cut this one out. Okay, let's cut this one out again. Let's put this guy here. Let's say match media. Let's see what happens. Let's try it again. Right click, green screen. Nothing there. It don't work. It doesn't. It for some reason with this particular one, it doesn't work with it. It doesn't work. Okay. It will work with this though. All right. It will work with this one. All right. Let's see if we can get it to work again. Sometimes you got to back in and out of this thing to make it work. I don't know. That's another thing too. Now, people may say, well, maybe it's my computer that's acting up. But anyway, you guys get the gist of it, right? I mean, you understand what I'm talking about. As opposed to the Filmora 8, it's cut and dry. You put it there. Let me just back at this one. Go back to the media here. We'll do it one more time. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And I'm going to start all over again, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's really cut and dry. Here's my video banners. I'm going to try a different one here. Let's try putting. Let's do the water one here. Let's do the water one. Okay. It's always now on this one here in Filmora 8. It's always on the top. Okay. I'll go over here. My new video. We'll drop this right below. I know this is bigger than what it is, but this is just for all, for showing purposes. Okay. So when you go over here, you right click, green screen, make transparent. Boom. Intensity level. Boom. It's done. Everything is done. It looks good. I have no problem with it. And now for those who've been watching my videos, you know that I've been doing it right along like this. Let's play it.
Hi and welcome to Everyday Blogging with Rich Pasini.
Now that's just a still photo.
Today is January 1st.
Okay, but when I want to add the videos and add the animation ones, that's no problem either. And that's cut and dry too. I mean, like I like this one too. This is another one of my favorite ones I add to it. All right. Here you go. Look how quick it is.
Hi and welcome to Everyday Blogging with Rich Pasini.
Okay.
Today is January 1st, 2019.
So you see, it's the little things like that they taken out that really affected, for me anyway. Like I said, I mean the people will call and they talk about the Flickr account. Now I don't know if they have that in here, if they have the Flickr thing in here. When you click it on, when you go into Filmora, they have different things here, different settings and stuff like that for music and all that other stuff. Like here, for example, sound effects. Like when I do my transitions over, right? I'll give you an example. Let's get this one out of here. When I do my transitions, now that one there, I'll show you how I do that there really quick. I'll get rid of this. I'll cut this out. And what I want to do is this one here, it's animation, so it's usually fixed. So let's just shorten this one up here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, all right? So let's shorten it up over here. I usually split it. I split the screen. I move this over just a scotch like that. Then I will go to transitions. And now if you don't see this, this is another thing with this one. But this works normal. Make sure you're on it like this here where you want it to start. Now you see the plus sign. If you're off it, nothing here. There's no plus signs on here. You got to be in where you want it to start. So when you go like that, you got the plus sign, you click it on. All right, now in this case here, sometimes you got to stretch the timeline to get it to work like this. I'm glad this came because I want to show you what I'm talking about. All right, let's cut this out here. Let's go back here really quick. All right, let's move this over here. All right, like that. Now, some people may say maybe it's my computer that's not working. Anything is possible, but for the most part, it always worked for me. All right. If you see it like this here, it's going to work, but I like to always make sure it's cut. What I'm saying? I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me just remove this one more time. You got to play around with this sometimes, folks. I'm not an expert at this here, but I'm learning as I go along. All right. Now you might say, well, geez, that's really small, but that's okay. We want it that way. I'm going to show you. All right. Anyway, for all intents and purposes, it's not going to work the way. Let's say, hold on. All right. See, and that's another thing too. See, it'll start like that. All right. Let's go like this here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to do this fast, and I normally, when I do my own stuff like this, it doesn't usually work this way. I mean, I usually have no problem with it. Let me just do it this one more time. Let's drop it down a little like that and see what we get here. All right. Perfect. Okay, now you see the whole block is filled in. You see it's all filled. I know now when it closes out, it's going to do that. Now watch. Now you want to add a little swoosh effect to it. So you go to music. You go to these are all preloaded with Filmora. Now this is the 8 in the version, okay? I'm using. You go over here. They got all this cuckoo clock explosion, all that stuff there. I like to go to the transition swish, okay? So where is that guy? Right here. You click that on here and make sure this is aligned, okay? Or else it'll come off. It won't be right. It won't sync properly. So let's watch what happens here. I know I usually end it as okay. We're going to start next, but here's what I'm showing you. Watch.
Nutritionist to make sure it's okay for you,
Okay. Now on this part here where it ends, Okay, and this part where it ends, you could also shorten the timeline too if you need to work with it. Where it ends over here, this is where your new video is going to start. It's going to pick up. Let's go like this. Let's move this way here really quick. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying. I don't really want this to prolong too long. I'm sorry. I do apologize. So let's just say I'm going to add this one here now, and the same thing. Here's the thing I want to show you guys though. If you're going to use that same header, now it'll be checked off. See over here? It'll be checked off. That's it. That's the one you want to use. You could do it this way here, but again, it may be a problem. See here? So here's what I've learned from doing with Filmora. Take that out. If you're going to do this, let's go over here. If you're going to add that other, what do you call it, banner in there, if you want to call it that, move it down below like this, okay? And here's the reason why, because if you do it this way here, watch what happens. Let's go back here. I want to show you this. I want to show you this really quick if I could. Whoops. All right, let's go over here. Now you see the swishing works, right? Okay. I don't know why, but if I put this like this, I don't think it's going to work still. See? See what happens? You don't see the swishing, right? Okay. That's why I'm trying to tell you. If you're going to use Filmora and you're going to continue with your banner, put it below it. All right? So now when you do it, all right, it's going quick here. All right, let's see here. All right, now the sound has been distorted. All right, and I just want to show you the sound. The sound's been removed. So here's the other thing you got to be careful about. Move this back here. When that happens, just go back over here. Go back to the music, sound effects, hit your transition switch in there, and now you got it back again. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the secret to this one here. Keep it like that. Okay, so watch what happens now. Sure, it's okay for you, Okay, now the new banner picks up, right? Go back to your rest, the rest of your video. I'm just doing this one here as an example here. I'm going to take this guy in here. It'll work this way. Don't ask me why it does it that way. And then you got to do the same thing. Of course, you right click, green screen it, make transparent, boom. Put it like that. Use the intensity, bam. That's it. Okay, and you can move it that way again. I always like to shorten it up. I like to get that little box there. That's those are my settings for my webcam. That's why I always, every time you see me, I'm always moved to the right. There is a way to get rid of that there too. If you guys want to, if you do something like that, like I have that situation, there's a way to get rid of that as well. Let's go back over here. I'll show you that really quick. Yeah, I know you're probably saying I'm curtailing it to different things here. You could do it like that. You can move it. Like I said, you can move it. You can move it like that. You can move yourself off, get it off the frame. Or if you did want to stay centered, there's a way to do it, but it's a little extra work to do it. I've done this before too, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's say I want to keep myself centered here, like this, right? Okay. So what I would do is, I know I'm curtailing over this, but I love sharing stuff with you guys. I would go in here, take this black box, right? The black color here. I move it down. Little tips on how to make things look appropriate, especially when you're doing your own videos. All right. So you do is move this down like this here, like that, right? Okay. So now, and you always have to play it a little just to make sure. All right. Yeah, that's going to end as soon as you got to run it right through the whole video. Now, a lot of people may say, I am not going to do this, but no, it's a quick fix. Let's say you were doing a whole video and that bothered you. That's when you would do that there. And you would do is you run it all the way across. Okay, so now when you look over here, you only see that. Now people are saying, well, what about this now? Okay, I use a little program called Snippet. It's right over here. All right, now I'm going to get over here with this here. It's right here. It's called Snippet. When this Snippet application pops up here, wherever it does here. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have a state-of-the-art computer here, so you got to bear with me here for a second here. There we go. I'm sorry. I got stuff running in the background too. What I do is, in a case like this, now sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Okay. Now there's always minor adjustments. Like you see here, I'm a little above this here. All right. I'm going to click this on here, and I'm going to move this down to Scotch. All right. Let me go over here. Click it one more time. You're probably saying, why am I going to do that there? All right. Let's say I don't want to go too far down, but I want to keep it like that. Okay. What I want to do, all right, is here's how I fix this here. I move this over a little like that. Move it down. Okay, move it down a little. Okay, if I could. All right. See over here? I want this here. So what I do is I use that snippet program right here, and this is what I do. This is how I correct things like that. Now, you could do two things. You could do it this way, or you could do it, the less is better. So what I'm going to do is go almost to the edge of it. I'm going to go like this. Okay, I'm going to like this here with it, right? Like that. I know what you guys are thinking, but I know exactly what he's going to do. Now, I got to save this in the snippet form. I'm going to save it to a file. I don't know. I'm going to just call it a different color. I'm just going to say whatever. And it goes in my YouTube picture folders. I'm just going to say, I don't know, YTB, whatever, 2. All right. So I'm going to save it in there. Okay. So I'm going to close this out. And now I'm going to go back over here where my photos are, my photos file. I'm going to import it. Right. This is how you fix things up in here. I figure I might as well share the tutorial with you while I'm at it. I got to go over here, and I got a lot of stuff. These are all my banners here and stuff. So let's go to music. I think it is here. Is it this one here? All right, YouTube folders. Click it on. I'm going to look over here. These are all the things I have on my folders. And I'm going to look for that one there, that YouTube one there. Where is it? It's got to be here. I know I saved it. It's saved somewhere here, folks. There we go. YTB. Okay. Click it on. Open. It's going to get imported in here. Yes, I know it looks blurry. People are like, oh my God, it's blurry. This one here, I saved this here because I want to do something with that. I'll explain that in a little bit. There's a reason why I did that one there. Okay, so now what I want to do is drop this in the timeline. Okay, it's going to be big. All right, so you're going to move it down. I don't like the yellow on there. I should have taken that out a little more. This is just to give you an example, though. I'm trying to do this quick. And you're gonna place it right there, like that. That's my fault. I should have cut out the yellow part of it. Okay. Now, when you do it, you try to. Whoops. Hold on here. You got to click that on again. Try to make it blend in there. And I know what you're thinking like this. You say, okay, what happened here? Okay, you try to blend it a little like that, so it looks natural like that. Okay. It's a little trick, just a little something I learned as I went along, because there are times I said, oh my goodness, I don't want to do that there. Now, if this yellow wasn't here, this would look a lot better. Okay? That would look a lot better. Let's go bring it down a little here. Let's see what it looks like when you play it up here. Whoops. All right. I got to make it bigger here. I'm sorry. Let's stretch out the timeline a little here. Okay, I can still see a little of the black, so I got to move it down to scotch. You got to have to play around with it, folks. Like that. Let's see what happens. Right, that's not too bad. I know I could have done it without the yellow. I think there's a yellow transparency thing there that I think I messed up on it, on a snippet. Now, snippet, for the people wondering, with this program, it does come with the Windows 10, and there are adjustments there. What I think happened with this, folks, let's go to the options here. I think I should just had it with this white. Show selection snips are captured. Okay. I think what happened was I should have done is kept it white, but I don't know. That might create a problem. I really don't need to have that there. Let me go over here for a second again. Hold on. Ink color black. Yeah, there's a reason why I should have never had that yellow in there. Include snippets only. Prompt save. Okay. Show screen overlay and snippet tools active. Yeah, I don't really need that there to have that. When it comes to that part there, as far as like, just here, what I'm saying here. You know what I'm talking about, guys? I don't know if you know what I'm referring to. Bear with me for 1 second. The modes. Yeah, because what I think happened was the yellow part got in here somehow. That's through the snippet program here. There's a way to get rid of that there, because I've done it before. All right, and that's what you want to do. Now I could probably snip it again and just go over here this time and try to get that out, that yellow. I don't know where that yellow came in there like that. I don't know if it's going to happen again. Let's see. Probably not. It might not happen this time. Now, see? Okay. That's because, all right. So let's try it again. One more time. We'll save it. Same thing. I'm not going to go too much on this here. We'll just call it again YTB2, whatever. And it's going to do that. Okay, JPEG. We'll do that one there. We'll really see. Okay. Now we're going to go back over here. We're going to get rid of this one, get rid of the yellow one here. In a way, I'm glad it happened that way, because this way you guys see what's actually going on behind the scenes here. All right. So we're going to go back over here. It's in the YouTube folder. It's probably at the bottom. Bingo. All right. There we go. Move it there. Bang. All right. So we're going to move this. We're going to get rid of this one here. All right, let's get rid of this guy here. Delete. And put this guy back here. And we'll move the time over here like this here. Like that. Like this. Oops. Bear with me for 1 second here. All right. This, because I'm doing this fast, folks, it might not look that good. All right, I'll be honest with you. It might not look that good. But I think that's what happened. Let me see. I see that yellow again. I don't know what the hell yellow thing is going to be there, but let's see what happens when we display it this way. All right. There's a way to adjust it this way, folks, but I'm not going to play too much around with it. But that's how I would that's how I do it there to correct that problem. And basically, when you're watching a video, you're not going to really take notice of it. You may not. I mean, I could do this a lot better. But for all intents and purposes, I just want to try to keep this video as short as possible. Now, you're probably wondering what this here is. Of course, people know this is a CNN thing here. The reason why I got this here is a split screen. I'm thinking of doing something with this here. Not with this particular one, but I'm thinking of create my own split screen and putting this type of information there. I'm going to be doing a video soon on how to do your own, what do you call it there? Let me back out of here really quick. Oh, yeah, and let me show you the other thing, though, really quick. This is Filmora Pro, okay, for those who are wondering. Same thing, you can check for updates on this here. I don't use this one. To me, whoops, what happened here? To me, this is a little more involved, okay? Like when you look at the layout over here. Now, a lot of people may say, well, this is when they say pro, they mean professional. They mean it. It's not for me right now. I'm not going to use this particular one here. I think it's a little too much involved for me, to be honest with you. And the other thing which is nice is you create a new project. What's okay with it? I like certain features, but the only thing I noticed with this one here is I can't record with it. I can't do a record. All right, let me just back out of here. Yeah, like I was looking over here, like to create a new one on the import. You could import your videos, but when it comes to actually creating them, like Filmora 9, I don't see a record here. Where it says import, see? I don't see that there. All right. And the layout, like I said, they got a lot of things here. They got the scopes. They got this one here. It's a little more involved for me. Okay, I'd have to get used to to this here. It's a free download, and it's the same thing here. You can see it's got me here. Free plan expires unlimited with the watermark. If you want to upgrade, then you got to pay for it. Okay, but this is another one. If you download it, this is what you're going to get too. I believe. Well, I already bought the first one. I bought the Filmora 8 version, so I got that. I get this for free. But anyway, I'll out of here really quick. I don't know how long this video is. I do apologize. I know yesterday I was saying I'm going to do a video that's try to keep it down 15 minutes. But the reason why I'm doing this video, folks, is in regards to Filmora. I love the program. I do. I really do love Filmora. I think it's an easy cut and dry program. It works pretty good. I wish they could have left, took some of the features from Filmora 8 and imported it into the new version. Now I did contact them. They said they're going to look into it. But as you can see, folks, it doesn't work with that for me. And you can see, well, you can't see it now, but I got a white background behind me right now. And yes, this video is going to have a different background. I think it's better than just looking at a person with a white background. There's nothing wrong with it. But I like adding color. I like to keep it a little interesting, It's like it's too bland just to have, a background, a plain background. There's nothing wrong with it, but I like adding different backgrounds. You can see I do use a variety of backgrounds. I love them. I think it makes the video more interesting. But otherwise, in regards to, Filmora, the program is good, and I highly recommend it, especially if you're a person that looks for simplicity and you want something that you could cut and paste and move things around. I personally think for myself, this is my personal take on it, I like the 8.76 version. That's what I use right now. That's what I'm using to create this video. Filmora 9 is good. If they could, tweak it up a little, maybe put the split screens in there and stuff like that. Put back the green screen. If they could put that feature back in it to make it where I could use a white screen. You can use a green and a blue screen with that. But I don't know. People may think I'm making a big thing over it, but for me, it is a big thing, because if you're a person that likes to use a variety of backgrounds, people may say, why don't you just use a green screen? You got one, right? I do have one. I do have the green cloth, whatever, to put behind me. But the only thing is, when you're using a green screen, because it's such a thick material, like, well, thick enough, but it's a very dense color, you have to use lighting on it. Right now, you can't see it, but behind me, my white screen is bright. It is super white bright in there. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, whenever I do my videos, I always try to wear dark colors in some cases. If I wear, like sometimes I'll wear a sweater and I'll have the white in there, right? And I have the white stripes in there. You'll notice some of the background will be appearing in the white. You know what I'm saying? So the rule of thumb is, if you're going to do videos and use backdrops, whatever, if you're using a green screen, don't wear green clothing. You'll be keyed out. You'll become invisible. Now they have things like that, to be honest with you. If like for special effects, I was watching yesterday on it about how to do green screens, how they do it, and they have a whole suit you could buy from this company. I can't think of the name offhand, and the mask is green as well, but it allows the the actor or whoever's doing the part in there where you could see and breathe through it, of course. But the whole body from head to hands, everything, feet and everything is all, and it zippers up from the back. So somebody would have to help you zip it up in the back, unless you could zip it yourself. Yeah, and what's nice about that there, if you want to, you're doing, well, let's say you're doing a remake of The Invisible Man. That's how you do it. I mean, that's how I could see it being done, because they show you somebody playing the ball's bouncing by itself, and then it goes into the hoop. So it's pretty cool. I didn't know they make a whole green screen suit like that there. That's why with my YouTube channel, folks, I love exploring and I like sharing different things with people. I really do. I think the more I learn, and the more I get out of it, I could share it with you guys, and we could all. It's a learning process for both of us. It works both ways. You're learning, I'm learning. So that's basically what to talk about right now as far as that part. I know I kind of like expanded into a little other topic, like how I do the video. You can see it in my voice and how I am. I do get excited with this stuff. I love it. I love doing it. I really do. And I'm gonna do another video, probably after this one here, on how to create a basic, simple subscribe button for YouTube. If you're a YouTube creator, they do have things where you could, if you type in on YouTube, if you go to the YouTube search engine when you're in YouTube and you type in free animated subscribe buttons, they're royalty free. You could use those, copy. I guess you can copy and paste them in there or whatever. Download the link to import them into your videos. That's what I have in mind, and I use that there for myself. But I also created my own, and I'm going to show you how I did that with Cyberlink Power Director. Where you could just click your own button, because they have animations there. Cyberlink Power Director is another one too. That video I'm going to do next, and I'm going to show you how I use the two in conjunction with each other. But the reason why I want to show you I want to use the two, I want to show you how I'm using one to create my please subscribe button, and import it into the Filmora 8 version. So if you guys want to learn little tips like that there, anything I can help you guys out with, I'll be more than happy to share it. I don't mind sharing my tips and tricks on doing these things here. It works for me. In some cases, like I said, in some cases, if you're gonna do like the blending, like I was just doing before, when you're doing blending in certain cases, I found out through trial and error, if it's something light, like a light type of feature or background, and you need to do that with the snippet program, there are ways to almost make it perfect, a perfect blend. I've done it before. I don't remember which one. Like I said, I've done it in my other videos. I can't recall offhand, but there have been times when I had to do that there, because I didn't want this little, see it over here? Well, you can't see it now. There's a little sidebar here, toolbar from my webcam. It's on the right side of me. Actually, I think it's reversed. Anyway, that little black sidebar there, that's a toolbar there that lets you enlarge the photo and intensity and all that stuff there. That always stays there. I could shift it right off altogether. Like I could just go like this right now and just move it right off the screen. See, right now it's off the screen. Now people might say, why don't you do that when you're doing the other? But I need to get back into it. So if I do that there, I gotta slide it back out because you gotta exit it. the exit button here. Now there's probably a way to exit out of it. I have to play around with that there. Once I get that feature done, that'll be good. Then I don't have to worry about doing any blending. But I'm glad things like that do transpire. For the simple reason is it enhances me to do more, to learn more on that there, on how to remove things like that, But I really do love doing this stuff, folks. I mean, it's a passion of mine that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And with YouTube, it gives a person, such a YouTube creator such as myself, and I'm sure there's a lot of great creators out there that have way better special effects and everything else. They're 10 times better than mine. But what I like about mine is I'm learning as I go along. Okay, I'm not a professional at it, but I'm learning as I go along. And the more you use something, like I was saying with a job, hands-on, the more you start learning with it and start dabbling with different things, you're going to pick up these features as it goes along. But I definitely recommend, if you're going to use a nice simplistic software, video editing software, if you are a YouTube creator, you may want to try use a Filmora. Now Filmora 8, I don't know, there may be still a way to download the older version. I don't know, you'd have to contact them. I downloaded on my hard drive, on a computer hard drive, so I already have that there. So if something gets corrupted, I have to reload it again or reinstall it. It's on my computer. But right now they have it now. From what I understand, the new upload thing is for the Filmora 9. You probably still can get it if you do a Google search. You type I want to download Filmora 8 version. I think you can still do it, folks. As far as I know, I think you can. But again, if you got to weigh it out. You see, I just showed you basic stuff. What's going on with that there, and like I said, Filmora 9, I'm sure it's going to be a good program. Now that one there, unlike the Filmora Pro. Now, if Filmora Pro, I'm not too familiar with that there. I mean, I know a little of it. Like, I've been trying to dabble with it. I haven't uploaded anything with that. All right, only for the simple reason it's gonna have the watermark. But look, I don't mind. I don't care about advertising or promoting Filmora. So you're gonna see a watermark in there if you do upload it, if you do download it. It's no big thing to me because I love the program. But the only thing is, like I said, with Filmora 9, you can create a video just like you can with Filmora 8. And I was looking at Filmora and I said, Filmora Pro, I said, where's the create button? How do you record? It's like, how do you record a video from there? There may be a way to do it. I don't know, And they got these little, and as far as like certain things that, like if you subscribe to Filmora on their tutorials, people write in and say, where's the little power symbol or whatever, some little thing there, rendering thing. They'll go over and say it's kind of like hidden. It's kind of embedded within Filmora 9. And the girl, JJ, will walk you through it, how to get to it. It's kind of like a lot of things are like put in the background. If you look at the format with Filmora 8 and version 9, they changed it around a little. There are little differences in there. You got to look it up there. You can see what I'm talking about. You could do a comparison. There are little differences with them there, but you know what? In the end, it does work out. I've used Filmora 9. If you see me with the white background screen, with the white background, that's because I use Filmora 9 because I can't upload a background. So that's why if you see some of my videos and you see a background, you probably say, "Oh, you use Filmora 9." I can't. It won't let me do that. You've seen it for yourself. It won't let me add a background to it with the white screen. And I'm not going to set up a green screen. I'm not going to put lights in there and stuff. I like the white screen for the simple reason is I got so much light in here. It's all natural. You can't see it, but it's bright white back there. I don't have no lights. If people seeing it right now, they say, this guy's got lights all over. There's no shadows here. There's no shadows. You can't see shadows here. You're not going to see shadows. This is all natural lighting. See, when you're doing a green screen, you got to move the lighting so a certain distance, because if you move it too close, it'll get too intense. If you move it too far, then you cast shadows. And you don't want shadows in that there. That's why I don't really care for green screens. It's too much involved. For me, it's too much involved. You got to have the lights in there, and you got to move them a certain way. You got to have it this way, that. I can't be bothered with all that. A white screen. Let me tell you something, folks. If you never tried shooting a video, if you're a person like me that likes to change the backgrounds or whatever, try a white screen in a room that has a lot of light. I only have 2 standard windows behind me right now. That's it. two standard windows. That's it. Double pane glass windows. That's it. It's casting light in the back, and it's light in the back of my green screen, my white screen here. Try it. Try it out. You'll see. The only thing is, though, it's not going to work with Filmora 9, as you can see. So if you have the Filmora 8 version, you'll be able to do it, just like I showed you. It's cut and dry. All right. So anyway, guys, I'm going to try to do another video. I'm hoping today. It's almost noontime over here. I'm here on the East Coast of New York. We had a lot of rain, and the weather's terrible out there. So that's what's going to go on. And the other video is going to be in regard to making a subscribe button. How do you make your own subscribe button using Filmora? I don't have the bells and whistles. Like, you're not going to have it with the little bells and you hear a little clicking sound and stuff like that. There may be a way. I'm just going to show you it's really going to be cut and dry tutorial. Hopefully it won't be that long, but I'm going to show you how I take it from PowerDirector 14, CyberLink PowerDirector 14, and I copy it and paste it and embed it with the Filmora 8, and I'll show you how I do it, and then I'll show you how I use it in my videos. That's what I've done before. I like it. It works pretty good for me. I have no complaints with it, and it's mine. It's not copyrighted material, so I could do it. I mean, first off, I bought the CyberLink PowerDirector 14, so that's a registered copy with mine. So I'm not doing anything wrong. And the stuff they have there is copyright free, as far as I understand, because they got almost the same thing like Filmora. The songs, the songs and some of the things they give you with it when you buy it. It's the same thing with CyberLink PowerDirector 14. They got the music in there. They got different sound effects and stuff like that, different backgrounds and stuff. That's a nice one too. I'll do it when I do the tutorial on how to make a subscribe button for your YouTube channel. I'm going to show you some of the features in there too. You could probably still buy that there as well too. They got they keep hounding me for the newer version, but right now, money's tight right now, and I can't upgrade. And basically, that I like CyberLink PowerDirector. It's a little more. If you look at the two in comparison, between the 8 version and the CyberLink PowerDirector 14 version, to me it's a little more advanced. If you get my drift, it's a little more to me. Okay. Like I said, I look for simplicity. I like things simple, cut and dry. It's a little more involved with certain things. Like, for example, if I'm using the green screen on the CyberLink PowerDirector, it's a little more involved trying to get that ultimate look there, that right touch on there, But as you can see with Filmora 9, when you do use the green screen and you do the background, you got to do a little minor adjustments as opposed to just click, hit the intensity button, boom, it's done. Anyway, guys, let you go. I will talk to you the next time. This is Rich Pasini signing off. Bye bye now.